Do you know where you are, Dolores?
I am in a dream. I do not know when it began or whose dream it was. I know only that I slept a long time. And then, one day I awoke.
Today, we're exploring the 7 stages of AI, breaking down its growth from simple tasks to the mind-boggling complexity we see today. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more great content. Now let's get to it. Let me know in the comments how you feel about AI and if you think it's developing too fast. Stage 1 is all about handcrafted knowledge. This is where it all began. The basic stage took place between 1950 to 1970. The first stage focused on proving that machines could perform tasks considered to require intelligence. Early AI systems relied on experts to formulate problem-solving strategies. Think of it as teaching a computer through very specific instructions. Programmers would collaborate with experts in a particular field to codify knowledge into specific rules and algorithms. Early AI programs played chess, solved puzzles, and proved mathematical theorems, but they were limited to narrow, predefined domains. In other words, it could only perform one pre-programmed task. They had to stick to the rules. Its limitations are it is difficult to scale, requires extensive human input, and can only handle problems specifically programmed to solve. Moving on to Stage 2 statistical learning. Between 1970 to 1980, AI started to learn from data. It involves creating mathematical models that can infer relationships or patterns from raw data. Rather than being told exactly what to do, AI systems began to recognize patterns and make predictions. Some examples of statistical learning are spam filters, speech recognition, and basic recommendation systems. Expert systems were the first commercially successful AI applications. They captured the knowledge of human experts into a database that the system could reference to provide recommendations. Popular uses included medical diagnosis, computer system configuration, and financial planning. The limitations of statistical learning are it requires large amounts of labeled data and can sometimes struggle with very complex relationships. Stage 3 is where things get more complex. Welcome to deep learning. This stage was developing between the 1980s to 2010s. Machine learning allowed computers to learn and improve from data without explicit programming. Deep learning uses neural networks with 3 or more layers, allowing for more complex pattern recognition. This is where neural networks come into play, allowing AI to learn from vast amounts of data. Image recognition and advanced speech recognition like Siri or Alexa came about. This is where we are now with ChatGPT. Deep learning requires massive amounts of data and computational power, often seen as a black box with limited interpretability. Stage 4 is where natural language processing, NLP, takes off. This stage started in the 2010s and is still being used. Reinforcement learning, RL, is a type of machine learning where agents learn how to behave in an environment by performing actions and seeing the results. RL algorithms learn through trial and error, gradually discovering what actions yield the most reward. NLP AI is playing and beating human champions in games like Go or poker or robot control. NLP also enables sentiment analysis, language translation, and text generation, which equates to AI like ChatGPT and Bard. These models can be computationally expensive and require carefully designed reward structures. Now, on to Stage 5, transfer learning. This stage also began in 2010 and is still being developed. Here, AI can take knowledge from one area and apply it to another. Think of it as learning to ride a bike, and then using that balance skill in learning to skate. By reusing parts of the pre-trained model, AI can learn new tasks with smaller amounts of data. Computer vision focuses on enabling computers to identify and process images and videos. Uses include facial recognition, special medical image analysis, and autonomous vehicle vision systems. The effectiveness of transfer learning depends on how similar the tasks are, and it might require fine-tuning. Stage 6 is futuristic and introduces us to unsupervised learning. Here, AI can learn without any human guidance or labeled data. AGI aims to develop systems with generalized intelligence comparable to humans. This would include the ability to learn a variety of skills, reason, and understand concepts. IBM's Watson is a good example of Stage 6 learning. It is not programmed by humans and learns from every interaction, finding patterns in data. Watson is what is known as a cognitive system which uses advanced algorithms to sense, predict, and infer. Right now, we are mostly seeing AGI and clustering customers based on purchasing behavior or anomaly detection in security. AGI can be more challenging to train and validate. Results might be difficult to interpret. Currently, AGI remains aspirational, though some believe it could be developed in the next few decades. Finally, we reach Stage 7 self-aware learning, another futuristic stage of AI. This is the cutting edge, where AI might one day develop awareness of its own existence and goals.
We have only bits and pieces of information, but what we know for certain is that at some point in the early 21st century, all of mankind was united in celebration. We marveled at our own magnificence as we gave birth to AI.
AI? You mean artificial intelligence?
A singular consciousness that spawned an entire race of machines.
This theoretical stage implies an AI with unprecedented reasoning, problem-solving, and learning capabilities. There are no concrete examples as this stage remains theoretical. Ethical, philosophical, and technical challenges abound, and the potential consequences of achieving this stage are largely unknown. The unknown is what scares humans the most. Perhaps the scariest thing about Stage 7 is that AI may use its consciousness to judge humanity based on its knowledge of what humanity is capable of, leading to the ultimate state of omnipotence. And there you have it, the 7 stages of AI. From humble beginnings to a future that might be closer than we think, AI continues to reshape our world. We'll have to wait and see if it's our friend or our enemy.